Hi, my love. Rachel here with the Cackling Moon. This is going to be your year of you mini reading. I almost forgot what my own reading was called. The mini year of you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to light a candle for spirit to be around. So I just picked out the decks that I'm going to use for you, and I gotta say, for some reason, the Isis Oracle was sticking out to me. I don't know if you have any sentimental value towards Isis, but this deck literally popped in my mind. Like well, in my ear, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I heard Isis Oracle. So I never read with this deck for clients. It's usually a personal deck. So I'm going to pull the guidebook out for that specific reason. But I feel like that one wanted to come out for you, and you'll probably be receiving some mind-blowing messages from it. Usually that's what happens. So I'm also going to be pulling from the Angel Answers deck. I also will be using just a plain Rider-Waite deck. And then I also feel called to pull from the Chakra reading cards because this is the year of you. So I like to kind of pull for energy when I'm doing that. I also pulled your year cards, so I have that here too. So let's just dive right in. This is a mini reading, but I tend to go over the time, but it's supposed to be about 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll see how I do. Okay, your year card for 2020 is number 12, okay? You can also minimize the number 12 by adding 1 and 2, which would be 3, but 12 works for you. So number 12 is associated with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is an energy to me of needing to take your time, okay? This is a year for 2020 of evaluating. It's a year of paying attention to the details, a year of watching to see what other people are doing and putting yourself in other people's shoes, changing your perspective on situations, not being like quick to taking action or quick to assuming your stance on a situation, making sure that you're taking some time away to reflect. Okay, I see the Hangman as that. When you put the Hangman in reverse, he's the opposite energy. He's very enlightened. The light around his head, the halo, sticks out so much more. He's just full of energy. He looks like he's dancing. He looks like he's, motivated, and he has all these amazing ideas. So I feel like you're going to kind of see a flip between the two energies for 2020. You're going to feel very motivated, very full of new ideas. A lot of inspiring ideas will be coming to you. I'm getting the sense it's going to be every other month. So January may be a good month, and then February you'll kind of be more of a lazy month, and then March will be a good month. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're going to be flip-flopping. Like that's what my intuition's telling me for you. But I gotta say, with the Hangman, one of the best things about him is that you go with the flow. He's not so much a follower or a leader. He's more of just that person that he's gonna go with the flow, and he's gonna do what he feels he wants to do at that time based on his mood, based on his energy. So not a lot of huge expectations coming out of the Hangman for your year. I feel like it's more of a year of reflection. It's a year of taking your time and patience, practicing patience, but it's also a year of, when you are inspired, because you're going to have random times where inspiration is going to hit you crazy strong. Make sure you do something out of it. Okay. So don't be stagnant. Don't be too stagnant. Don't fall into that whole pit of the Hangman being way too stagnant, so you're not doing anything. Make sure you are doing something with your year, but you need to have more of a focused, calm approach to it. Okay. The number 12 can also go into the court cards, because the tarot ends at number 10, and then 11 would be the page, and then 12, at least this is the way I see it, 12 would be the knights. So I pulled all of the knights out for you. And the thing about the knights are their action, okay? So I feel like it's like the 2020 year is going to be practice for you with dealing with your patience with the heart, patience with your emotions, learning to express yourself verbally from the heart, okay? Learning to express yourself in that way. Practicing patience with the pentacle suit or the material things in your life. This is a year of saving money, literally. This is a year of paying debt, paying off your debts, getting yourself in a better financial situation, I feel. So saving your money would be really powerful for you to practice for 2020. Self-expression is a good one too with the Knight of Cups. And then, you know, like I just feel like the Knight of Pentacles is more not excessive spending for 2020. This is a year of like being a little bit more frugal with your money. You know what I mean? Only spending when you absolutely need to, not on frivolous stuff. The Knight of Swords is a card of impulse, so there may be some impulsive decisions that you will be making throughout the year 2020. And that's also kind of like a warning sign, I feel, because I feel like the Knight of Swords, he's quick to action. He doesn't think things through, which is the lesson of the Hangman. So it's funny how that kind of works. So make sure that you are thinking things through before taking action, like the Knight of Swords. And then the Knight of Wands is a passionate energy. He is so in love with himself, but he's also in love with life. He's in love with the things that he's doing, and he likes to look good. So I feel like the year 2020 would be a good year for you to also, you know, work on self-love, work on your outer appearance, work on, you know, parts of yourself that maybe you want to, you know, spice up a little bit, changing your hairstyle or changing your outfit, you know, the way you dress a little bit, or something on the outer part of you, I feel needs to be a little bit different. Change it up a little bit to get some excitement going in your life. Add some spice. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the energy of your 2020. So this is just a quick little forecast of what your 2020 will look like. Please keep in mind that your reading is subject to change based on your present action. So everything I read in the future tense is not set in stone. So just because I say something will happen in a certain month doesn't mean that it will, okay? I highly recommend that you get a pen and paper out so that you can take notes if you haven't already. So please do so. I'm going to use the Isis Oracle as the final card that I pull for you because I feel like that's just going to go really well with this. But everything else, I am going to be pulling a card per month. So we'll see how much of this I could fit on the camera with my little table. And we'll do our best. We will do what we can. Hopefully this doesn't, I just want to make sure it doesn't fall forward because that would suck. All right, hopefully that's good. So let's get into it. And we're going to pull for each month. So let's see. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, we just barely made it fit. Whoop, whoop. You know what? I'm going to pull these last. But that one came out for you, so let me set that aside. Because technically we don't need an angel answer for every month. But we do need a tarot card every month. Oh, they're all jumping out. That's a good thing. This one. This one. There's 2 for that month. Two for that month. All right, perfect. Okay, So let's start with January. So January, you have the inner child or the heart chakra. You also have temperance. I love it. So anytime you get a major arcana card, that just shows it's going to be a very powerful month. Obviously, January is a powerful month in itself. It's the beginning of the new year. But for you, this is utilizing your your heart chakra, which is your emotions, the way you connect, the way you love others, the way you allow love to come into your life. But it's inner child. So this is self-love. So like I said earlier in the reading, you're dealing with the outer parts of yourself, the way you look, the way you dress, the way you do your hair, whatever. So focusing on that in 2020, especially in January, but I feel like also the inner child, this is learning to love yourself for who you are, not for who you are becoming or who other people want you to be like. Learning to love the inner child within yourself, okay? And temperance is patience. Temperance is, you're going back and forth with something emotionally. You may not feel 100% ready to dive 100% into something new, but there's something is going to be rolling around in your mind in the month of January. We're probably leading into February where you're going to want to make some big changes. So I feel like if we're looking at the outward appearance, this could be something, it may not be big to other people, but to you, cutting your hair might be a huge deal, or or switching up your wardrobe or whatever. So it's something like that. February, we have angels and masters. We have all of the chakra cards. And then we have star, which is healing. So month of February, if you are going through the whole child self-love kind of stuff in January, February is again a connection of that. February is a month of healing. The star card is a card of healing. It's a card of forgiveness. It's a card of self-love and healing and letting go. She's pouring the water out, whereas the temperance is pouring the water back and forth. So you're kind of still going through your decision making. You're still trying to figure it out. Whereas in February, you're pouring the water out. You're letting it go. So I love that. I love to see that flow with you. I also get the sense of an energy healing needing to take place. So I feel like the month of February would be a good time to book yourself an energy reading, whether you do that with myself or another reader that you enjoy. Also, if you have a local metaphysical shop, sometimes they offer Reiki healings or energy healings or crystal healings, however they call it. I just get that sense with this card. It's aligning your chakras. You can also do this yourself on a personal level, doing chakra meditations to balance out everything. So I would highly recommend that for the month of February, especially if you're going through that healing and forgiveness process, okay? March. So for March, it looks like you have the universal light. I love it. And you have King of Cups. So lots of water energy with you this year for 2020. A lot of water vibes, a lot of emotions. The King of Cups can symbolize yourself feeling good. A king is an ultimate. He's like the one. The king energy is like you've gone through a lot of your shifts and phases in life, and once you hit the king status, it's like you're at the top of your food chain, okay? And he's a King of Cups, which is his emotions. So he has everything in order. He has his emotions in order, his heart. So you're in a good place for the month of March, especially with the universal light. You're going to be, when you're healed and when you're feeling good energetically, you're going to be a good source of power and energy for other people around you. And I feel like that King of Cups kind of displays you being like a therapist to your friends. And you're probably going to start to see that when you're feeling good and put together, your friends are going to want to come to you to have some of that, a piece of what's happening in your life. So don't be surprised if in March you kind of start to see that you're going to be a pillar for someone else. April, you have the divine wisdom. I love it. So again, we have another sacral chakra for the last 3 months. You have strong sacral energy, which is passion. And then you also have high priestess. So divine wisdom with the high priestess is a beautiful combo. So the month of April is you're just feeling on fire. Literally really strong for the first these 3 months, February, March, April. A lot of this stuff that you do in January is going to dictate the next couple months. So if you're using this as guidance, Please make sure that you do some heavy stuff in January. This is a really good month for you to get the ball rolling so that these following months will look really strong. Divine wisdom and high priestess to me is like a very much of a spiritual awakening may take place in the month of April. This could be just feeling like spirit or God is talking to you, getting a lot of signs, a lot of feeling synchronicities happening. Like you just are going to feel like you're in the right place at the right time kind of energy. And also utilizing your intuition as well. May, we have play with the heart chakra, and we have 2 of cups. Ooh, I don't know what your love situation is, if you're in a relationship or not. If you're single, this can actually show love on the horizon or something, some kind of flirtatious thing happening here. So that's for the month of May. January, February, March, April. Yeah, May. If you're single, so I don't know what your love situation is or whatnot. If you're not single, if you are in a relationship, this is kind of a reminder for the month of May. Maybe there's going to be something you guys will be celebrating, or the month of May would be a good month for you too to take some time out to have a playtime, a vacation, or some kind of a weekend getaway of some sort for you and your lover. Okay, so however you see that for yourself, but the month of May is a fun month. It looks like it's going to be a time for a lot of romance, a lot of, really good vibes in that way, whether you are meeting somebody or you are, going back and having some fun with your lover, making a fun little daycation or a weekend vacation or something. June, we have grounding. I love it. And we have Page of Wands. So when you have fun and play for the month of May, you also have to come back to reality is how I see it. So June is going to be a month of needing to ground yourself. This is the root chakra energy. This is you getting real. This is you realizing that you need to come back to reality. It's fun to go on vacation. It's fun to be in la la land and whatnot and, have fun and do your own thing. But also work needs to get done. And the Page of Wands kind of shows like that passion. It's like there's something burning within you, something new you want to do, you want to study perhaps. So the month of June can be a time of trying a new project, taking on a new class, an online course, doing something different in the workplace, or having some inspiring ideas come to you. The month of June will be good for that. But make sure you're grounding yourself, that you're replanting your roots, so you're not stuck in la la land from the previous month. The July, we have inspiration, and you have the 4 of Wands. I love it. So the month of July, this is the pure month of summer. It looks to be a really good month of summer. It looks like a month of putting together things in the home. This could be maybe refurnishing the home. This could be a new home, moving into something new. This could be feeling inspired to do a makeover of some sort. Whatever the case may be, as long as you are grounding yourself through June, I feel like the 4 of Wands is showing that you're firmly grounded, your foundation feels good, your home life feels good and solid. So June, July, August. So August we have Mother Earth, so another grounding card, and we have 3 of Pentacles. So the month of August is going to be deep, okay? This is a month where you're going to have to really June is a month of grounding, but this is major grounding. And the 3 of Pentacles is rebuilding, okay? So something that doesn't work, something that's not working maybe in the month of August, you're seeing a big change, something that needs to shift within you, within your personal life, with your body, with your relationship, whatever the case may be, whatever it turns into, there's going to need to be a rebuilding. So write that down in your notes, a rebuilding, a restructure of something in your life in the month of August. And Mother Earth is saying, get grounded. Get grounded with Mother Earth, that nature. And the Pentacle suit also is an earthy energy. So I feel like this is matters of material. Your home life, the home, your car maybe, getting a car fixed. Something might happen with the car, or this could also be money and finances, okay? September. So September you have life purpose. I love it. You have the 2 of Pentacles and you have Wheel of Fortune. So the month of September is going to be big. This is a door of opportunity that's going to be opening up to you this year. And you're going to have a big decision to make. Okay, that 2 of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. In order for you to get the ball rolling with the Wheel of Fortune card, in order for you to see change happen and get the wheel rolling, you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to be at a fork in the road. So I can't tell you what that's going to be. Maybe later on, as we get closer to that time of the year, we could do another reading and just kind of dive into it with whatever's going on in your life. Something transpiring in August is going to be reflecting, June, July, August, September. Yeah, August. Sorry, I have to make sure I remind myself. Something happening in August that I feel is going to reflect this opportunity. Okay, everything happens for a reason. So your months are getting a little bit heavy towards the end of the second half, like this, the second half of the year. So August, September. October. So we have October is creativity. I love it. Creativity. King of Wands. And we have the Four of Cups. So there's your lazy card. This is your card, how I told you have the Hangman as your 2020. So we're seeing kind of big shifts. August happening, September is a big deal. October, you may feel like, man, I just went through a shit ton of stuff the last couple months. I'm really tired. I don't feel motivated. I don't feel like doing anything. But that King of Wands is like, come on, like you feel the hustle. You're feeling inspired by something. You feel the need to get the ball rolling. But it's like, I feel like you're at odds with yourself. So I feel like this is the prime, like October is the prime Hangman year for you, like Hangman energy for you. And then the creativity card is your energy that you're feeling the month of October. The month of October is a fun month. It's harvest time. It's Halloween time. Like who doesn't love fall, right? But I feel like you're gonna feel that shift of the season. You had a lot of fun in the summer, but that's when shit started to get real, right? And then September stuff really started to get real. That's the beginning of fall. And now that you're in this fall season, you're seeing shedding, you're seeing release, you're seeing endings. And it's like you're tired. I feel like you're tired. So the month of October is going to be a month for you to make sure that you're staying healthy, that you're taking your vitamins and whatnot, and you're taking time out for yourself, but be very careful of falling in the pit of procrastination. Okay. November. So November, you have the solar plexus chakra. This is inner strength. And you have the Queen of Cups. So I love it. So when it comes to that, it's like the matter of the heart, your passion, your energy. This could be also a very inspiring person in your life, someone that you can trust and you can turn to about your problems. This could also be a therapist that comes to you. This could be a tarot reader. Queen of Cups is usually like a psychic as well. Is going to help instill that power within you. You're going to have a wake-up call is what I feel is going to happen. And the month of November, you're going to start to feel your mojo coming back. You're going to feel inspired again. And then December, we have relationships and we have 10 of Swords. So endings, certain endings with relationships, this does not mean love and romance, so don't freak out. It could be, but it's not just love and romance relationships. These are relationships with people in your life. Friends, acquaintances, family members. The month of December, especially to get the 10 of Swords for the December month, because this is the end of that year, is powerful to me. It shows you're in fucking mode. You're in the mode to release, to free yourself, to heal from. And I feel like to get that with the relationships this is just saying December next year, stuff is going to have to end. You're going to have to see some endings with certain people in your life, okay? Certain friendships, acquaintances, connections with people in your life, even a lover perhaps. Something's got to end for you to feel like you can set yourself free to move on to the next phase for 2021, okay? Some of this stuff can be tied through. Maybe some of this relationship stuff or whatever has to do with the month of August. Everything can be interconnected, but like I said, you'll figure it out as you go through your months. So I hope you took notes and you're able to kind of go back on that. But other than that, my love, this is the mini year of you reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have questions, comments, or concerns or feedback to give me, please send me an email. Anyone else, if you guys are interested in booking one of these readings, they are available in my... They're available, well, actually, I'll put the information in the description box because it's not available in my website. So I'll put the information in the description box. You have until the 31st of December to book a reading, okay? Talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye. Hi, my love. I just realized that I did not pull the Isis Oracle for you. Sorry, my love. Let me go into that right now. I like completely jumped the gun. So the Isis Oracle, the whole reason why Isis, like, was calling to me and I totally forgot. Whoops. I was like, wait, I forgot this part. Oh, okay, this one. Oh, this one too. Okay. So for Isis, we have High Priestess, mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. You got the High Priestess also in your reading. So there's definitely some kind of spiritual, like a spiritual awakening or renewal. You could have multiple spiritual awakenings in your lifetime, so don't just limit it to one. But there's definitely something big that's going to be taking place in 2020 for you with that. And then we have power over 7 scorpions, power to conjure lower vibrational forces. So I feel like literally the ability to go deep within yourself. And I feel like that's going to start to happen in January for you. And I think it's going to happen again in August. A lot of like the self-love, the healing, there's something there with the childhood or just like a younger version of yourself that you need to kind of let go and release. It's something that has to happen in order for you to kind of just like to move on from, you know, no longer hold yourself captive to that energy anymore. And then we have if you believe. So if you have faith in your ability to do so, if you believe that, you know, what you're feeling called to do is what your purpose is. Maybe this is a purpose, a life purpose kind of a thing that'll be evolving in the year 2020 for you. Definitely a spiritual awakening. There's definitely going to be a crossroads you're going to be in where you're going to have to make a major decision. And then towards the end of the year, definitely having to cut cords, saying goodbye to certain people, some connections with people that are just no longer healthy for you. So you do have a fun, really good, exciting month, like the first few months of the year. But I feel like shit starts to get really heavy towards the summer. So it's up to you to see how things fit with your life and how they all transpire. Nothing is set in stone. But use the reading to kind of guide you through each month of the year. And then seeing how everything kind of fits as it happens. Okay. But definitely a spiritual awakening, and definitely with the High Priestess card coming up, you're going to be utilizing your intuition a lot more, or at least you should be. And then I just feel like she also represents spiritual awakening in that sense. So really pretty reading, my love. Thank you so much for letting me connect with you. And I apologize. I apologize for forgetting that part of the reading. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you later. Bye, love.